Good day viewers and welcome to my project demo. My name is Madhruban with metric number 137102. Today I'll be presenting my final year project iTeach, a video presentation tool for academic staffs. Ever since the world was struck by this global pandemic known as COVID-19, the world has been struggling. When I say the world, I don't only mean the economic, political, medical sector that has always been the highlight of the news every day. I also mean the most undermined sector, the education sector. Yes, it has been ignored, and the only support that this sector receives is from its educators themselves. See, classes have been online for almost a year, and thanks to the use of software such as WebEx, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom, educators all over have successfully bridged the gap to their problem of having a class. Of course, many will argue that this is better than not having any solution. But as much as studies and researches goes by, I only see a lot of student anxiety, student problems, student adaptability being the main focus. From my own experience, when I was doing some research for this project, I honestly couldn't find any paper or researchers or any studies on how the COVID-19 affected educators. I find it very unfair because educators are the ones who pass on their knowledge, but there is only concern on one side of the story. This one-sided notion is bad because it totally ignores the aspect of educators that should be taken into account. Hence, this transitions to my problem statement. Just based off my experience at home, I can say that this is what educators look like at home during classes. How I know this? It's because my mother is also an educator. Seeing her struggling to conduct online classes and prepare materials for it makes me as a son worried. Because it's not easy for someone who doesn't have any background on technology to suddenly jump into this environment. This made me think about how confused other educators will be when they face the same situation. Of course, we can argue that not all educators struggle, but educators who are adept to technology or from the field of computing technology would know some things to a certain extent. So this transition wouldn't be a problem for them. But that use case is so much smaller than the entirety of the use case of educators. If we take just USM as an example, we have 3 campuses and 5 academic clusters. Out of these, I'm pretty sure only 20% of the educators are adept and well informed on technology and software due to the courses that they are involved in, like computer science, food tech, mechanical engineering, and etc. However, how about the other 80%? How sure are we that other educators are not struggling to learn and adapt to this transition? It's not an easy task to make a presentation, then make it creative, then make it into a video, then teach online, then record it and so much more. This is why I want to at least make their burden a bit lesser by proposing iTeach. iTeach is a web-based video presentation tool to help educators on online teaching and learning. Its objective is simple, is to reduce the workload, have an intuitive use, reduce annual cost for USM and make it a novelty to USM. Now, the iTeach modules. This is an overall module diagram. The system will consist of 4 modules: the text editor tool, audio tool, video tool, and the database. Each module has its sub-module that represents what it's supposed to be able to do. So the text editor tool, you are able to create, edit text and draw. The audio tool, you can record and save the audio. Video tool, you can record and save the videos. And the database is for authentication and registration. Next is going to be the system architecture diagram. Now I'll explain on how the system will work in a flow, starting with the user. So the user uses the web applications and system via a laptop or a desktop. Then the device is connected to the internet via a gateway. From there, the user will be able to access the SQL services, which will directly access their own database in the SQL server. Now moving on. Now, the impact and benefits of this project. This project is actually a first step to something feasible for not just USM staffs but students. System is quick and easy to use with a lot of existing features that are something many people are already accustomed to. Therefore, this makes the system accessible and extremely intuitive to use. So the novelty part and the part where it cut costs for USM, this is a major big step. Henceforth, to show this clearly, let's move on to our demo. Welcome to the login page. So from the login page, if you're an existing user, you can directly log into the website. Let's say you're a new user and you like to sign up. Put in my name, put in a password, I sign up, and now it directs me to the login. Put in my credentials, and now I'm in the system. Now, of course, you can alternately log out straight. So let's just go to the new project. So in the new project, as you can see, we have the text editor tool up here, the draw tool here, and the record features below here. So for the text editor, as you can see, lecturers or staffs or even students can type as much as they want in here. Okay. They have the option to highlight their font. They have the option to change their font color. They have the option to change their font size, and even various types of font style. And of course, we have the undo button, the redo button, we have the bold function, and also we have the italic function, the underline function, and we have the outdent, indent, and we have the numbered list. So we can just type as we want. So you can see the numbering is working. We also have the indent and outdent here. This is the right align and left align key. Now let's move on to the drawing pad. So the drawing pad offers a pencil tool and also a brush tool. So the pencil tool is here, as you can see, and you can always change the color to whatever color that we would like in different types of the range of all the 256 RGBs. The brush tool gives you the offer to paint around as well, and you can change the brush size to become smaller as well. Let's say you're done with the drawing or you don't like this drawing. Let's just reset this. Let's say, in a practical use, academic staffs can always use this drawing pad to write on things, to help students theorize or visualize the theories. Let's say you're done with your work, you're done explaining, and students want to review the thing. You can just save the file, and the file will be saved, and that saved file will be downloaded as a .png file, as you can see in the screen here. Now let's move on to the record functions. So we have the record audio, record video, and record screen function. Let's look at the record screen function. For the record screen function, you are able to record any selected screen or window or specific window. So you allow the screen record, and right below here you'll have the ability to see what you're recording. So let's say if you're an academic staff, you can always visualize and write things down here, type things down here, and record a video of your lesson. And you can always, once you're done, stop the recording, save the file name, and you can download the file. And right below here, you'll have the ability to see what you're recording. So let's say if you're an academic staff, you can always visualize and write things down here, type things down here, and record a video of your lesson. And you can always, once you're done. Now, to show you the record audio function, you just have to click the record audio, and the audio is already recording. So let me do a test run. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now we are done with recording the audio, and we can download the file. And the audio is already recording. So let me do a test run. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So there you go. This is the recording function of the system. Now I will present to you the record webcam tool. So for the record webcam tool,
you'll have to select the record video and then allow the screen to record. So as you can see that now the video is being presented and it shows you what you are being recorded right now. So once you're done, you can just stop the recording, save the file, and then download the file. So as you can see, the video is being recorded as I'm talking to you. Once the video is done, you can stop the recording and save the file.
So once everything is done, you just go back and you can log out in the system. That is iTeach video presentation tool. A very simple and easy to use system video presentation tool for academic staffs. This is of course a very bare backbone kind of system, but anything and any great idea is the first step to greater things. Thank you.